First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
No. Off. Kill. Say. Zoom.
First down, Murray trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 27. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
On second and 9, Jones forced out to his left. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now Jones operating from the gun to Barkley on the check down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Jones now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Watch the safety creep. Wide. Get wide. Slam. Come on. Hatchet. Ship.
On first down, it's Green. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
49, check 49. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Just like that.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. We're scoreless after 1.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard
On the ready. 27, Mike. Hey, Echo. I'm going to run you over. Get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
50, clinch. Yeah. Hard. Under 10. Under, look at me. Go. Ready?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Hey. Look, squeeze. Check. John. Shoot.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 26. Hey, Charlie. Go. Stand. Check the backer. He's checking. Crash.
Now it's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
A gain of 4 is now second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. On second down, it's Green. And he he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there. 63 yards on the ground. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Not today, you want. Not today. Mike.
To throw again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Got you. Hey, wahoo. Hey, check Mike 11.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Let's make these babies. Delta. Let's make these babies cry.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jones now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the set. Check Michael. Hey, exit. Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. They can't hang with us. Hey, check Michael Allen, check. No. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Alpha.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check Mike. Hey, check Mike, 27.
Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on,
Jones now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, yeah, switch it. West. Undercut.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Ready. 18, Gator. Yep. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Big pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Watch safety creeping. Let it roll. West. Check your hot read. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. On 3rd down, it's Green, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
You got nothing. Check, 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 check. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here it comes, here it comes. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Too little, there it goes.
Here we go on fourth down with Murray. And it is incomplete.
Oh, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Silver.
Takes 3. 218, chop. Yo, go. Shoot.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in San Antonio. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Break. Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Look at me, zipper.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check Mike, the left. Let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go.
Watch the ship.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Jim.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That will be their third and final. Stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Check. Lucky. Watch out. Shit.
Leo. Fight.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, You get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
They'll take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 31. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Green. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Murray, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on fourth down. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
8-3. Smooth. Here we go. Mike 27. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On first and 10, Jones. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw on second and 10, Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
Check curls. Shoot. Slam.
Get ready.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
70, Indy.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Green. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, "Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what," right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Play fake. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 2nd down, it's Green, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
But he hits the tight end. It's Davis. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.